That was just about the scariest walk I've ever done in my life. I've had to concede defeat. I don't know, you can't even see me, can you? Let's have it like that. I just can't go on, can't do any more. It's absolutely pitch black. No idea where I'm going or if this is the path. The heavens opened up, mate. Teddy's not happy and it's lashing it down. Here's a tasty little life lesson for you, and I don't know if you can see my face or not because all I'm seeing is shadows from the street lights going up and down my face. Don't play with Mother Nature. You don't want to mess with Mother Nature because she's thoroughly just kicked my arse. So I've got two options tonight. I can either stay over at Grinsbrook Knoll, park up at Edale and take a little walk up from there, or I can stay at Winnet's Pass, which I've wanted to do for a while. It's just pretty close to the car. I can park up there for free, just past Castleton on the Old Mamtor Road, and it's just maybe a 2-minute walk up. So I don't know whether that's classed as wild camping or not, but it's something that I've always wanted to do. And also I'm feeling like Teddy's been up Winnet's Pass before. I don't think it'll be too much on his legs, whereas Grinsbrook Knoll, I'm sure it's Grinsbrook Knoll. I can't really remember the name of it, but it's just up from Grinsbrook Clough, just past Edale. Sorry for not looking into the camera. I'm just stuck in traffic at the moment. We've got about an hour and a half, 2 hours worth left of light, and it takes about 45 minutes to get to where I'm going. So it's going to be a bit of a walk. You can see the sun's already setting. So by the time we get there, it'll be getting dark anyway. It is midweek. It's Monday. It's going to be Teddy's first wild camp, so we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a bit of a comfort camp because I have the pack itself must be about 17 kilograms, super heavy. But I've not packed for weight, I've packed for comfort. So, and the reason I've packed for comfort is I've got all of Teddy's equipment in there as well. You know, I've got him a little extendable bowl. I've got him a mat. Well, not a mat, it's just like a foam pad that he can sleep on. Also got some new equipment, new kit that I want to try out. The Atmos AG50's never been out, I've never used it. Also using the new down sleeping bag, the OEX Fathom EV900. Supposed to be a 4-season. Tonight it's supposed to be getting down to about 4 or 5 degrees. It says feels -5. Teddy's falling asleep on the chair. He's knackered. So yeah, 4 or 5 degrees tonight either way, whether I stop at Grinsbrook Knoll or Winnet's Pass. So, and I've got to be back early in the morning, so hopefully we'll be packed up and away by 6. I'm hoping 6 o'clock in the morning. We'll see. I've also got some thermals, brought my thermals with me, and also a new mini stove that I want to test. So I spent a lot of time actually looking for a new mini stove, and there's so many out there on the market at the moment that you're kind of spoilt for choice. And I've gone for the Fire Maple. I can't remember which model of the Fire Maple it was, but I'll let you know when I get it out. The weather's not looking fantastic. It's going to be raining, and I don't mind that. I like a little bit of rain on the tent, you know. I like the sound of it. I find it quite relaxing. I think the one thing that will keep me up tonight is Teddy. tomorrow's going to be a bit rough, I think, because I've got to be up early. I don't think I'm going to get much sleep tonight. I think I've got a fair few meetings tomorrow, and then I've got to go and pick my daughter up on the school run. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be interesting. I'm not going to record the whole journey, but yeah, this is one of those where it's like I've packed for comfort, and I want Teddy to get acclimatized to being outdoors, to being in the tent, to the noises, the sounds, the environment. Said it before, I took him up Winnett's Pass, we did a little bit of a walk, and I have been doing bits with him in between, in and around the Peak District mainly. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Check that weather out. So the clouds in the distance are looking quite stormy, whereas I can see in my rear view that it's blue skies. So when I checked the weather forecast, it actually said that between like 10 and 4 o'clock in the morning maybe, it's going to be clear skies, but judging by those clouds, it looks like they're going to be around a while. So I'm thinking my best option here is to go to Castleton, park up at Castleton and have a walk up over Winnett's Pass, and then just try and bag a Winnett's Pass camp, because like I say, I've wanted to do it for a while, and you know, I live so close to Castleton. I just feel like, I mean, while Edale and Grinsbrook Knoll might be a little bit more remote and dog friendly, I have been warned that there's a load of sheep sheep shizzle up at Winnett's Pass, where I'm about to camp. So, but Winnett's Pass for me, it's been inspired by the fact that one, I live so close to it. Two, I've seen so many other wild campers, you know, camping up Winnett's Pass and getting those amazing cloud inversions in the morning. It sits just across from Mamtor, so I've also got the option of taking a little hike over to Mamtor. You can see the hills there in the distance, or maybe not, but I can. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. And it looks like they're just, you know, covered in rain at the moment. Looks like it's lashing it down over there. So I'll park up, I'll whack the waterproofs on, and then we will take it from there. As I said, we've only got about an hour and a half, an hour's worth of light left. The sun's going down. We're in the winter, no, not even in the winter months, we're in the autumn months at the moment. It's November, so we're coming into the winter months. Don't mind a little bit of rain. Like I said, hopefully we'll be off before the morning rain comes. It's due to rain again. I think there's a period of like dry nights. Sorry, I was concentrating there. I think there's a period of dry through the night, is what I'm trying to say, where it's not raining, which means I think I've got a window of opportunity to get the tent away early doors, and then whack everything in the car. And then get off to work. But as you can see, the rain's coming down. It's drizzling at the moment, it's not too bad. We're just pulling up on Lady Bower at the moment. We're going to take a left towards Bamford. Another one of these camps that I want to do, actually, actually there's two. So I want to, at some stage, pass this little T-junction here, go straight on towards Lady Bower, and just do an overnighter either in Snake Woodland or like back tour. So I would go up from Lady Bower up over back tour. But look at those trees, autumn colours. do love the colours of autumn though. Look at the trees on the right here. They're just golden, red. Love the colours. Not so much a fan of this weather, but I guess if you don't go out in the rain in England, you don't really go out much at all, because up north especially we get warm rain and cold rain, and that's it. There are seasons: warm rain and cold rain. I've brought the Vango Banshee 300 with me just because I have got other tents that are lighter, like the Lanshan 2. I could have brought the Lanshan just for weight, but as I say, I pack for comfort, not for weight. Also, I don't mind. So this is Teddy's first Wildcamp with me, and I really don't mind if he makes a mess of the Banshee. Whereas I want the Lanshan 2 in order to take it on the coast to coast in March. So, at the risk of Teddy ruining the Banshee, I have brought that instead of the Lanshan. So that is my justification anyway. He's actually fast asleep. Fast asleep next to me, so I'm hoping he sleeps tonight. A little bit at least. You can see me waving a lot. It's because we're pulling through Bamford and it's a 30 mile an hour, but the traffic's been horrendous and cars just park wherever they want, don't they? I don't know if you can you see me all right? You can. I've just noticed you can definitely see the fleece. You see I've packed for winter. Expecting that cold morning. As much as I did like the look of the EV900, I've got about this much faith that it's going to keep me warm. Whew. So we'll see. Taking this right up to Hope and Castleton. Oh, there's a Nisa, there's a shop there. I'm half tempted to grab a couple of beers, but I had a few drinks last night, so I'm not going to be supping tonight. I've decided. But one thing, thing I have brought. I've brought a little. What do they call them? Like a little army. It's not a frying pan. It's like a little pan. It is like a little pan. But anyway, I've thrown together some chicken, some garlic, some pepper. I've had that in the freezer for a couple of days, and I thought, why not? I'll just bring it, and I'll, if I can, I'll record myself cooking up some chicken. I'll probably share a little bit of that with Teddy if he wants some. But yeah, he's got his own food as well. I brought him a few treats, something to chew on through the night, and also some biscuits that we nicked from my mum's, because he adores my mum's dog, and we tend to go over quite a lot and spend a bit of time at my mum's, so that he can get socialised with Ruby, my mum's dog, who's a little Shih Tzu. It's a little shit. Who's a little Shih Tzu. And they adore each other, so they play loads, but he's just well into Ruby's food, so brought a box of that as well. Or a tub, should I say, not a box. I'm gonna have to stop driving like this. Drive like this. The traffic over has been horrendous as well. I don't know if it's because of the rain or the weather, but traffic's just been ridiculous. So I am behind time. It's actually 3:10 at the moment. This has been a lot of me waffling on in the car. I don't tend to talk this much. I hate talking actually. So the rain, let me show you. The rain seems to have slowed down a little bit. But I can see Mamtor in the distance, I think, or is that Loose Hill? Just over there. I don't think you can see it on camera, I don't think it's picking it up. Now in terms of parking in Castleton, I am half tempted to actually pull up through Winnett's Pass and park at the top. Because, although you have to pay for that car park, I feel my car would be safer up there. And equally, if I'm parked at the top, I don't have to slog up, do I? I don't have to walk up the big hillside to get to the top. So, my thinking is, I don't know what I'm thinking. Let's just see when we get there. So we're just passing through Hope. This is the village of Hope at the moment. And this is where I would turn off to go to Edale and then have a walk up Grinsbrook Knoll and Grinsbrook Clough. We're not doing that today. We're going to carry on into Castleton. We're going to come out of Hope and go into Castleton. So we're just pulling into Castleton now. It's only 10 minutes, 5 minutes from Hope. It's very, very scenic at Castleton. I don't know if I've got any videos up on YouTube of Castleton, but I am here quite often. I love taking Teddy out for walks up this way. It's amazing. Some nice little pubs, if that's your thing. Some decent hotels, good parking. The only thing I would say is that in a minute, and you'll see it, there's a little bend in the road which is tighter than a gnat's backside. This one, ready? So any oncoming cars around this corner, and you're like, you could practically shake hands with the driver. There it is, look. Good old Castleton. And Winnett's Pass. Are we ready? See, now it stopped raining. I'm sorely tempted to have a bit of a hike. A hike and a camp, maybe. So actually, I think it's free parking. You can see Winnett's Pass just there. I think it is free parking. I'm gonna have a look up top, and I might end up coming back down. So let's drive up through Winnett's Pass and you'll get a good view from the bottom. So this is Winnett's Pass. You know, I very literally never hit this walk from the top. I always park at the bottom, not because I'm tight and it's free parking, although that does play a factor. I've always done this walk from the bottom and climbed up. Even when I've gone to Mamtor, I've parked at the bottom, the end of Castleton on the old Mamtor road. That was close. But I feel like to get to the top of Winnett's Pass on the other side, which is where I'm going to be camping, it would be so much easier just to park at the top. You can see there, the clouds have cleared up a little bit, so hopefully we can get parked and we can get over. We can make it there dry. I'm still going to stick my boots on, my welly bobs. Right, so change of plan. We're actually headed, right now, we're headed back out of Castleton. And the reason for that is I'm playing it safe and heading back to Edale. And we're going to do a camp up Grinsbrook Knoll, I think. Or if the light holds off long enough, we might even make it over to the Woolpacks. But the reason I'm not staying up when it's past tonight, so I got chatting to a guy at the top of Winnet's Pass in the, I think it's called the Mam Nick car park, a National Trust one. And he was saying, because you can pay overnight basically, you can pay for 24-hour parking, but there's a notice that says no overnight parking, even though you can pay for 24 hours. So I just stopped and I asked him, and I was like, can you or can't you? And he was like, I don't really know, mate. The guy was from Devon, and he said there are people that camp up on Winnet's Pass, obviously, but in terms of parking, I think you'd have to park down at the bottom where the van campers park. I'm not too sure, and I didn't want to spend any time like researching where I could and couldn't park overnight. I should have done that before I came, really. But that said, I'm playing it safe by going back to Edale because I've parked there overnight before. I paid 24-hour parking. I think that's a National Trust one as well. I've never noticed any signs to say no overnight parking in Edale. So rather than faff around, you know, I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to get back over there and pull up and get walking, because I know where I'm going. I know the various routes, the hardest routes, the easiest routes, although none of them are particularly easy, because everywhere is up. So I'll take a left here and we'll fly into Edale. This is Hope. We're back in Hope at the moment, just passing through to get to Edale. These roads are super sketchy as well. It's supposed to be like 50-mile-an-hour road, but it's like single track roads with passing places. I bet all these roads were flooded, you know, like a couple of weeks ago during Storm Babbitt. Guarantee it. So yeah, just going back to the conversation with the guy, basically he said there are wardens in and around Castleton that go and check, like overnight, the cars that are parked up with nobody inside and stuff. So given that bit of information, I just thought, you know, I'm just going to pull into Edale where I know I can park safely, and also park overnight. I think it's about £7.50 to park in Edale. But these roads are super sketchy. I don't enjoy them at all. Like, it's like slalom. They're like big puddle. Ready? Not sure my car enjoyed that as much as I did. I got this little story while we're driving. I got this woman the other day, and I think it's illegal to do, but basically I was driving during Storm Babbitt, and it was a 40-mile-an-hour road. She was walking at the side of the road. There was no footpath, and there was like a river basically crossing the road, and I had to drive through it. I had no other option, and I went as slow as I could. I think I was going about 20, 15 maybe, and the spray, honestly, the spray just covered her, went all over. I was checking the rear view, like waiting for the middle finger. It never came. I think she was just in shock. I think she was just mega in shock. But yeah, anyway, we're headed back up to the Kinder Plateau. Okay, are we headed to the Kinder Plateau? I don't know. Look, coming up on Edale now. The rain is just it's persisting it down. Let's just say that it's getting quite rough. In terms of mist though, it's not belting it down or anything like that. So it's really, really fine, but lots of it. Weather is just shocking. I've driven a fair old way today. And Teddy needs a wee. Right, here we go. Do we? Mill Cottages. Oh no, I remember where we are. Edale's just past this. So the car park we're going to be stopping at is about 2 minutes away. Weather is appalling. Definitely whacking the definitely going to whack the waterproofs on and the wellies for this little jaunt up Grinsbrook. I'm 100% sure it's called Grinsbrook. Grinsbrook Knoll. I'm almost 100% sure. 80%. Let's go with 80. There we are. The next right is Edale Car Park. Right. So, just pulled up at Edale Car Park. I'm going to be getting out, getting my waterproofs on before we head up Grinsbrook Knoll. I'm having a look around. There's absolutely zero cars. Wait, Teddy wants to say hi. Say hi, Teddy. Say hi for the camera. Mwah. You wait on the chair. Wait on the chair, mate. So there's no cars. There's absolutely no cars around. Which... it's a little bit nerve-wracking, I guess. But anyway, let's go. I'm not going to record this whole walk up because the light is fading fast. But I will start recording again when I'm at the top. I'm also blowing out my arse again. Which you'd have thought I'd have learnt my lesson from last time. But nope. Anyway. Onward and upward. I knew it would Grinsbrook Knoll. I knew it. Teddy's here, look. Got his little coat on. Living the dream, aren't you, Ted? I've had to concede defeat. Mother Nature's ruined me. I got pretty much to the top of Grinsbrook Knoll and it just, the heavens opened up, mate. Teddy's not happy and it's lashing it down. Lost all lost all the light, and I just don't want to fall and smash my head on one of these rocks. So, conceding defeat on this one. I'm going to come back and hopefully I've got some footage, some good footage of the drive, and obviously Winnett's Pass. But yeah, mate, I don't know, you can't even see me, can you? Let's have it like that. I just can't go on, can't do any more. So I'm having to walk back down, make my way back down in the pitch black. This bag's too heavy as well. You know, I'm just grateful that there's no wind. So I will see you back in the car. So it's pitch black. No idea where I'm going or if this is the path. That was just about the scariest walk I've ever done in my life. Coming down that hill in pitch black. Teddy's done, Teddy's knackered. Slipping all over the place. There was, honestly, it was like a river coming down there. And then, to top it off, having to walk back through creepy woods, pitch black. You know, your mind plays tricks with you, doesn't it? You just think there's someone behind you all the time. But yeah, we bailed on that one. Mother Nature won. We're going to get ourselves home and we'll try again next time. Broke down on this road, I would absolutely bob myself. I'd short my pants so fast. Ugh. Worst bit about it is my hair gel's running down into my eyes, and I wear contact lenses. My eyes are burning, mate. Burning. I won't mind, but I was dead set on doing this camp tonight. Time is precious to me at the moment because obviously, like, kids and work, you know, at the weekends I'm with my kids. So tonight's a Monday night. I'm a little bit disappointed that I've had to bail. But it is what it is, you know. Sometimes Mother Nature just kicks your arse, and that's what she's done here. Thoroughly kicked my arse. We got halfway up, and I was thinking, do I turn back? Do you know what I'm fancying for tea now? A Chinese or fish and chips. I really fancy a Chinese or fish and chips. Are you one of these people that get chips with Chinese? By the way, put the comment below if you are. I don't understand it. I'll never understand people that get English foods when they go to get takeaway. You know, I went to a curry house once, Agra, and one of the lads was like, yeah, can I have a steak and chips? It's like, what are you doing, mate? We're at a curry house. Should be ordering curry. Flipping steak and chips. And you know, all we've had for the past 4 or 5 weeks now is storm after storm and just constant rain. Teddy's just trying to make his way into the back. What are you doing, Ted? Shaking like a leaf there, pal. What's wrong? So here's a tasty little life lesson for you all. Don't play with Mother Nature. She's just thoroughly kicked my backside. As I got to the top of Grinsbrook Knoll, or close to, heavens opened up. The path turned to what I can only describe as a mini stream. So I'm really glad that I decided to put my wellies on. Well, they're comfier and heavier than my trainers. They held up way better than my trainers would have. And my feet are all dry and warm. And while I am dry because of my waterproofs and I'm warm because of my thermals, I am a little bit gutted that I didn't get to the top of Grinsbrook Knoll. I think the backpack was too heavy. I'm just grateful that there was no wind. But it thoroughly lashed it down. Teddy wasn't happy. He's fast asleep now. And we're just driving back home. So I'm sorry to disappoint you all if you've got this far in the video. Sorry to disappoint you with 0 camp. I'm as disappointed as you are. I'm also starving. Fancy a Chinese or like fish and chips. But it just got too dangerous, you know. And the hike back was freaky as hell. Proper freaky. Like, you know when your eyes play tricks on you? I had my head torch on because I lost the light. There was just no light. So I had my head torch on and all I could see was the breath in front of my face. And because of the light from the head torch, it was making it just more, I don't know, weird. And I kept looking round because I kept thinking there was someone walking behind me, and it was just pitch black through the woods. There's like a little bit of woodland coming back from Edale. There's just a little bit of woodland, you know, and it was just a nightmare really, from start to finish, wasn't it? I couldn't get up to Winnett's Pass, although a lot of people have since told me that you can park overnight at the car park. I know a lot of people do it and they have no problems, so maybe I'll do that next time, just stay there. But yeah, disappointing really. I bet the car's a mess. Teddy's flat out, fast asleep. No idea what that was. And we're stuck in traffic again, which is hellish. Not good. Oh. Traffic's horrendous. Look at the state of this. It's back to back. I'm glad my wing mirror stayed on though. Wing mirror fell off a couple of days ago and I've had to reattach it with super glue. It's smashed in 2 places, so I've had to super glue the mirror back together, and then I've had to super glue the mirror back onto the actual wing mirror itself. And it stayed on. Stayed on. Oh no, there's a there's a puddle. There's a puddle in my huddle. There's a puddle in my hood. Oh dear. The things we do. I bet you anything, the moment we get round here as well, it's going to be snided again. This is backlog. It's almost like in the UK, we get a little bit of rain and you know, the world ends. Traffic can't move. If we get a little bit of rain or snow, that's it, game over. Nightmare, mate, nightmare. Oh dear. As I said on the hill, I hope I've got some footage that I can just sort of mash together to make some sort of video. I don't upload often enough. I don't content create as much as I thought I was going to do. You know, I thought I was going to upload like one a week, and it's just not worked out that way. My time, as I said, my time's precious. So between work, housework, quality time with the kids at the weekends, I don't really get much time to do anything else. So when I do get time to go out, I don't expect this. Teddy's coat, dry on the inside, so Teddy's all dry, but it's gonna need to go and wash, as are my waterproofs, I think. Anyway, I'll bring you back when I get home. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. I'm gonna have to leave Teddy in the car as well while I go and get the food. Living the dream. Living the dream. Teddy, sing with me. Right, I saw someone comment on Facebook on a wild camping group, I think it was. Someone said, what is the preferred length of video for a wild camp? And I think he'd put two options. I think he'd put something like 15 minutes or an hour. Like, there was a car stopped then, just not moving. That's annoying. And yeah, I didn't see the comments. I didn't see what the answers were, but there's a guy I'm watching at the moment called Joe Robinette. I think he's called Joe Robinette or Robinet, from Canada. And his videos are like, you know, I've seen some of them like 2 hours long, but he does bushcraft. He does a load of interesting things. Builds his own like shelters and builds his own fires, takes his dog with him, cooks his meals, catches his fish, goes canoeing, all the amazing stuff that you can do when you live in the wilderness. So he's got a lot of content to put out there, you know, and it's fascinating stuff. I mean, I catch myself watching it for hours, but I just love it, you know. I know for a fact as well that part of me, when I get home, I'm going to wish that I stuck out the weather. I'm going to wish that I battled through the rain and the river that was the footpath. And I probably should, but it was dangerous. It was really dangerous, like slippy as hell on every rock. I actually don't think I got any footage of the path. I tried. I mean, the pocket that I've got on this this overcoat, this waterproof overcoat, I reached in for my phone just to give you an idea of the rain that was coming down. I reached in and all I felt was water. It was just a puddle inside my coat. My phone was in it, you know. I thought my phone was going to be damaged. I'm not going to lie, I didn't think I'd be able to use my phone. But I tried to get the footage of the river on the path that was coming down. Well, I say river, it turned into like a stream. Real fast as well. It turned into a, like, it went from damp wet to persisting it down so hard that the footpath itself actually turned into a mini stream. A mini downhill stream at that, you know. And the rocks there are so big. Well, there's shingle, there's rocks that are big that you've got to like maneuver yourself round and stand on, and you know, it's really difficult. Just in good weather it's really difficult, you know. So the weather that I've just had to sort of make my way down from, it was just really dangerous. I just couldn't continue. I don't care how close to the top I was. I could have been at the top for all I know. And I apologise if I've not got any footage. If I've got footage, I'll put it up, but if I've not got any footage, obviously I'm not going to be able to, am I? But I'll cobble something together for you and I'll throw it on